Hi there, it's Stacey McDonald, and thank you for joining me for this message. In our last message, we were talking about how it's all about getting back to work, about really digging in and shifting ourselves forward in a meaningful way, in an active way. This month, absolutely, it's about the same. We just continue along. We talked about timeline. We're continuing to talk about this month. With a little caveat, yes, it's important to set expectations, to set goals and dreams. Of course, those are in at least one, short-term or long-term, is in our mind. And then to set expectations of when we will achieve the next step towards that goal and dream. It's not important, as we said, to know all of the steps, but it's important to know and receive and to feel out, or at least try the next step forward. It's important to set a timeline on that, but it's also important, to make sure that you're not writing the script as to this is what I'm going to accomplish, this is when I'll accomplish it, this is how it's going to happen, and this is who it's going to happen with. Okay, there's a difference. So we want to stay a little bit vague about the how, because the angels kind of make all of that happen for us and with us. So does life, just general life, people around us and so on, and potentially their angels and so on, and how all of this energy melds together to bring us forward. So we need to stay open to what is happening around us on the daily, to perhaps shift our goals, shift our expectations, shift our timelines, shift our how. Because to be honest, I always have how it might, that's the thing, how it might go down, how this might like to happen, how I might like to try moving this forward to the next step. But it might not happen that way very often in my world anyway. It doesn't. But it's important to stay in the flow, to remember, Stacey, to not write the script of what other people should say, what other things should happen, when they should happen, and so on. I'll just stay in the flow. I do write my timeline. I do write down my expectations, but I do keep it loose, a little bit vague, with a hard stop where if it doesn't happen by this date, then I need to shift my expectation. Then I need to look at another pathway. Then all the while staying in the flow. I hope that makes sense. If anyone needs any clarification, please feel free to comment below or connect with me in comments on this post on Facebook and so on. But I think that's pretty clear. Let's move to our angel cards here. First of all, let's find out which of the archangels is working with us. Then we're going to look at the Archangel Therapy cards, which I haven't consulted in a couple of many of the last messages actually, but they were calling to me for us today. Which card do I see for us today? This one. Let's see what it is. Nurture, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. And I will, as you know, post these cards on my Facebook page. I'll again post the link just below in the comment section here also on YouTube. As you nurture a child, nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Archangel Gabriel, of course, governs our throat chakra, our own ability to speak the truth, hear the truth in what other people are saying, also hearing, linking throat chakra to our secondary ear chakras, hearing the truth and what other people are saying and what is happening around us, which links to our message about, staying in the flow. That's what kids do. That's what our inner child wants to do. Stay in the flow. Stay in the mix. Keep it now. Keep it present. Be part of every day. Keep life not as serious, where it's like, you know what? It will be fine, but I need to engage in each and every minute in a playful, attentive, and the presence of now energy. Keeping a focus on our throat chakra, telling our story, keeping a presence on what we are saying in our own inner self-talk. That's also a throat chakra. That's also Archangel Gabriel, the messenger angel. And just nurturing ourselves, spending more time with self-care, looking after our physical self, getting out there and moving, getting in there and moving, just moving more, moving this physical body. Because again, we do need to look after this triangle, right? Our mental self, our emotional self, our physical self. And as we look after all 3 points of this triangle, then we make ourself, the inner circle of this triangle, our hara, our soul self, stronger. Then we can make our spiritual self stronger and reach out to get all kinds of messages, which makes moving forward towards our goals and dreams a whole heck of a lot easier. Let's go to the angel therapy cards. Let's see what these have in store. Again, it's been many months, many moons. Oh, speaking of moons, make sure that you're checking with me on Facebook or on Instagram about the full moon and the new moon coming up. This is a big month, a big time, a big shift time for both, especially the full moon. So we'll be touching on that, going forward, but every month, but this month particularly. Gosh, it's up here. Oh, there it is. I don't know. Oh, integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. It's important. It's always important to do what's right for others, but we cannot do what's right for others if we're also not doing what's right for us. Sometimes that aligns, like railway tracks, and sometimes it doesn't. And so what we need to do is make sure that we're doing what's right for ourselves and our own integrity and personal values first. That way we're in our best self space in order to be able to move forward positively for others. And sometimes that means big shifts, big changes in behavior, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's small shifts. I also see this card poking up. Just as I'm straightening the deck, I was going to move to the next deck quickly. But this one is popping up also, so let's look at that. Singing and dancing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. Anytime we are moving without purpose, we are, again, the throat chakra message, right? Singing, making use of our voice box, like just letting out these messages and letting in this beautiful music and so on. And I like all kinds of music, as many of you know, everything from Chopin to AC/DC. So the spectrum, it allows energy to move through us, and it can really perform so much of an energy healing. And it actually really does, but it really powerfully connects with our sacral chakra, the orange ball of energy just behind our navel, which governs our emotions, our emotional freedom, the way we connect with other people's emotions clairsentiently, positively or negatively, and so on, and the way our own energy flows through us emotionally. Again, the 4 big energy blockers: fear, doubt, worry, guilt, our own, and for some people who are clairsentient, they suck up other people's fear, doubt, worry, and guilt. And so listening to music, singing, dancing is a great way to energy healing, release that energy blockage and be free emotionally, energetically. Thank you, angels. Okay, last card for this message, right in the middle. This message is brought to you from Archangel Gabriel, 2 of Gabriel. Of course, 2 means let go and have faith. And Gabriel, obviously, we've been talking about. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. back to the integrity piece, where it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to position myself with people who also have integrity, who match my views at this time, because things shift. A lot of things shift. But at this time, and great progress is, I love how this is worded. Great progress is possible. Yes, it is. Absolutely. But stay focused on being in the flow, being in the mix. Yes, set your goals and dreams are set, okay? Because we did that. And then moving forward into timeline and expectation. Absolutely have those expectations, have the timeline, keep it somewhat cloudy, vague, because lots more information is coming to you from people around you, from your angels, from your archangels, from inner thoughts and feelings, and from how things progress every single day. Stay aware. Listen with your secondary ear chakra, hear what other people are saying, and hear your own inner self-talk, because very often your inner self-talk is your angels talking to you, through you, with you, and for you. Love you all. And thanks so much for joining for this message. And we'll see you again soon. Love you all. And so do your angels.